So glad to see everybody here. Oh, I'm a little dirty here. Let me get that off. And welcome to the Leafcast. That's right. We're a first-time reader show based on the epic fantasy series Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. My name is Ryan, and I am sadly going solo bolo today. Brother Dan is out celebrating with his wife. We will see him next week. Or will we? We have some surprise announcements about next week. But before we do, just want to say hi to everyone. It's good to see you. I see some new names in chat. I can't call you all out individually. I can't do that much in one time. I'm a dumb puppet. But you're not here for me. Let's bring in our guests. First time readers. Come to Discord to see backstage action. You want to see this action. Give it some traction. And they lived happily ever. Oh no, let's happily ever after?
They died horribly and continued suffering throughout the turnings of the wheel. Oh, no, sorry.
Disemboweled. Oh. Happily ever.
Oh,
unmute the mic. We all want to hear what you have to say, Kay.
Hello,
It
Krista.
always takes me longer.
Hey, Sadai. Welcome. Carrie, welcome. Josh, welcome.
Guys, how are you? What's up, chat?
I'm good.
Yeah.
How are you guys? How is it Tuesday already?
Weird.
Right? The weeks fly by.
Well, if we were in Randland, we'd have a couple extra days to read each week, but as we learned last time.
Now, what do you think that is all about? Is it that they just don't understand how to like?
I think it's the lunar calendar.
Wait.
It's a more reasonable lunar calendar.
Uh-huh.
Probably.
Are you hearing that? Okay,
What?
hold on. Hello.
Hello.
All right, that fixed it. All right, we'll figure that out. All right, so yeah, is it that they don't read the stars as well, or they read it better? Should we have a 10-week week? That's kind of, maybe it is a 10-week week, but that's too hard to say.
The 10-day week.
10-day week. All right, yeah. What do you think about the 10-day week?
Well, 13 times 28 is pretty similar to like our year, right? 364. Yeah. So if you had 13 28-day months, which would be the full lunar calendar, I mean, it still doesn't divide evenly into 10. So I don't know where the 10-day weeks come from, but
No, it's interesting. All right, well, let's get into these chapters. First off, 14. What did you think about it? It's called What Wise Ones Know. Give me your honest opinions about this chapter.
Okay, so let's backtrack a little bit here. I thought last week was difficult. This week felt even more difficult than last week. The chapters were just so like, oh my god, all these secondary characters. And then you had to remember, who the hell are they? Where did we see them again? Or where did we see them before?
Yeah,
it was hard, man. It was hard.
And there's no relationship. We don't have a connection with these characters, right? You could tell that they're real people when they talk. You could tell they're like have differences and they have motivations. But boy, it's hard to learn 20 new characters in a chapter.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Yes, we can now.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's
We're
so
good.
weird. I'm hearing you through this. Okay, wait. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know why that happened, but whatever.
What
It's
happened?
okay. It got really psychedelic for a second there. It was fun.
Electronics in this house, I swear to God.
All right. Well,
Kay,
Sadai, can you give us your honest opinion about chapter 14?
I was bored. It's been boring. I'm sure you've already said this. It's been a rough go of it with these last few chapters.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So we're going to do our best to stay on topic. I know that, that's what y'all expect from me. So I'm going to give it. Yeah.
The Ryan Show, 100% on topic, zero divergence, no silly jokes. There will be zero references to vile sex acts.
All right. What? Speaking of vile sex acts, all right. We're offering memberships to our channel. It's a fairly new thing because several people have done it. We don't talk about it much. If you want to be a member, that'd be great. It's a pittance, and you get a different colored name to your chat comments and what have you.
That's awesome.
Case is impaling herself with a
little bit.
Stand.
So that you can enjoy Discord.
Well, I was gonna say if we get 5 memberships, Carrie will reveal whether she's wearing pants or not. We will have like a below the camera reveal, and you'd never know. She can't leave camera if she's not wearing pants. We will all know. So 5 memberships.
This is are overrated.
Podcast formal or podcast casual.
Love it. Podcast. Love it.
All right, everything's looking great on Discord. If you're not there, you're missing out. Let's get into it. We are with Reen Halfor, and she's with Elaine, and they are in Camelin.
Yeah. They finished their bath finally.
Okay, yeah. Fresh from the bath.
At least they're clean, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
All right, look.
And,
if I have to fucking count how many words are in those bath chapters and then like balance the entire rest of the series on that little tiny point, it's gonna make me sad.
I will go for it.
25,000 words wasted on that bath. That could have been about the fucking story. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, you're right. But we're knee deep in story. This is high politics, intrigue on the highest level. So much is at stake, even though people are just kind of complaining, and arguing with each other.
So when she was, what did you say, Carrie, earlier in our chat, in our group chat, about like all the secondary characters just being just difficult to remember and like it doesn't feel important.
Well, yeah, totally. And then it's interesting because you'll read a chapter and you'll pick out certain things, and then I accidentally went back to a chapter. Well, not accidentally, but I went back to a chapter that we talked about the previous week because I was looking for something else, and then I saw a reference there that made sense to the chapters that we just read, and I was like, oh, I totally glanced over that. And that's why people like to reread these books, because you always miss things the first time around and maybe even the second or third time. So all these little stupid things that we hate might become important someday. We don't know.
So I did love how descriptive he is about their folders in this first paragraph here. Should I read it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, please.
Each carried an embossed folder stuffed with papers, but she held hers at her side as if not to rumple her formal scarlet tabard, unwrinkled as it always seemed to be, no matter the hour or how long she had been on her feet. While he clutched this folder to his narrow chest as if to hide old ink stains, of which several spotted the tabard, including a large blot that made the white lion's tail end in a black tuft.
That's awesome.
I fucking love that.
Nice.
It's like such an unimportant detail, but just it really fills out the world in such a beautiful way.
Yeah.
It really tells you a lot about their character and like how different Mistress Harfor and Halwyn Nori are.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Even though they're allies and but also enemies. Not exactly enemies, but frenemies.
Yeah. No, Howard Nori's turning into a kind of a fascinating character.
Yeah.
Like he has ins with the banks.
With the bankers.
Somehow he's getting like fresh intel and super meaningful. Like when the houses that are moving against you are borrowing twice, thrice on their holdings, that means they're desperate. And he specifically stated that he doesn't believe that they know, that the banks know that neither of them are doing it. He could easily let that slip and undermine these houses. Howard Nori is a powerful character. Who does he remind you? Like, what movie character does Howard Nori, like, who is he in, like, modern?
Doc from Back to the Future.
Okay.
Doc. That's funny.
You know, he's got a giant electric guitar amp built into his bedroom. You know, automatic cat feeding machine.
Okay, we apparently lit a fire. Our chat's going crazy.
There's a dog, Josh. He's a dog man.
Look at it. They come here for the baths. They come here for the circuses, the kidnappings, all the great stuff. The game of house.
Guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have a dog crawling all over our daughter. I'll be right back.
Okay. Save her.
All right. So, what is the origin of the quotation? Don't mess with a dark friends.
Ooh, that's a good question. Don't mess with. Okay.
Don't
right.
mess with dark friends.
Is that like when you're riding a horse? Is don't a mess? All right. So we learned that there's yeah. Go on.
The black tuft at the end of the lion's tail just strikes me as like an old Disney car. Like I see like Steamboat Willie like going along and like the lion's tail like coming out and going poof.
Okay, yeah. That's funny. no, I like that.
Go on.
Steamboat Willie.
All right, I gotta stop reading chat.
You gotta stop. Harry cry.
I'm already crying, and we only went through like one page so far.
All right, Josh, you got chat. All right, so we're spy hunting, right? Like and we learn that there are no spies in the Black Tower, but we learn that like Milam Hardener, which is just a Taishar drinking obligation right there.
On its own, yeah.
Milam Hardener, the second librarian. I know we're all concerned about the first librarian, but we cannot forget about that second librarian. Like, must be the secret power seat of all libraries.
Okay, so if this is an opposite, an inverse Taishar, then Elaine tried to picture Master Hardener, but all she could bring up in her mind was a vague, chubby, balding man who blinked incessantly.
Which is. Wait, is that just her mad? She's never met this person, and she's just thinking that?
No, it's her memory. It's her.
Okay, it's a memory. Okay. That's funny.
It's so funny.
No, and there's great writing throughout, and it's all like it's still well executed. But definitely
that we can read it and be entertained at all. That when it's this boring is like pretty impressive.
That's a good point. So we're talking fires that Hawanori in his very Doc from Back to the Future style says that there are arsons on warehouses, that they're catching some of them. He thinks it's coordinated. It's all designed to like get people away from, they're trying to figure out who's coordinating these events. Any thoughts on that?
I think they explained who did it in the next chapter, right?
Chapter, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's that
chick from the other group that's outside the city. I don't remember her fucking name.
That's a group that's under Milgideon.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
But we know Milgideon has been like under the Korosuvra for several books at least 2 books at this point, and has not come back to visit them. So they're still acting on orders from Mogideon from 3 books ago or 4 books ago, right?
Yeah. Do they even know, like, and what are those orders? Do we know?
Well, like, for instance, that the murderer guy, Dave Davin, fucking whatever the fuck his name is, was supposed to like molest the Aes Sedai who answers the door in the next chapter. Right?
Darlin Hanlon or something? Dorian
Davin
Hanlon?
Hanlon.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Anyways.
Yeah. I know. I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can here.
You're good. These are boring chapters. It's like
yeah, no, my ADD was really struggling. And I was like, God damn it, I think Dan really timed this vacation of his perfectly. So they break off the meeting, and Avienda says someone tried to listen in with the one power.
Yeah, so who do we think that was?
I did love how Birgitta can't stop cussing, like in front of the people that she cares with.
Yeah.
Was this the mother's milk in a cup comment? I'm trying to remember.
She like basically
that
was off like 3 or 4 times throughout this chapter.
Yeah. I mean, she's got to do a lot.
But for some reason, she cares about Mistress Harfor, right? It's only around Mistress Harfor that she is not her brute self.
Yeah, why? Yeah, which is a interesting point. For some reason, after they break the ward off, and then they still talk about shit, which is weird.
Yeah, so who was trying to listen in? I mean, most likely one of the kin, I would guess, or it could be one of the Black Aja if we're to believe Shine and whatever later on, in the next chapter. Perhaps they have someone in the tower who's trying to listen into what's going on.
How close do you need to be to attempt to listen in on something like that? What's your guess? Like, can you do this? Like, if you're like super powerful, could you like be like a mile away, or how's this all work, you guys?
I'm thinking it's somebody in the palace.
Do you think they have to be like on the floor right below? Could they just be somewhere in the palace and try? Or is it like listening in? Is that like you're just kind of like putting out a sonar and hope, right? Or does it have to be very directed? Just what your thoughts on? Because if it's really close to the room, that's more telling than anyone in the city, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably someone in the palace, right? That was my impression. I mean, at least from how the show portrays it and how the early books portray it, they have to be kind of close to do it. Mm-hmm. But then again, Moiraine like uses her little bead thing, right? To like eavesdrop. That's like her special power.
Yeah, does that give her like a bonus points to her like?
Wait, did you say Moiraine did?
Yeah, Moiraine used the gem on her face to like.
Was the gem actually powerful, or was it just Moiraine's power and like she used it as?
She would use the gem as a focus point to do it. It was like a trick that she knew how to do.
Right.
If I remember correctly. Again, this is a long time ago. I have no idea.
No, you're right. No, Kate, that's fucking impressive. I'd high five you if I was in the room with you. Yeah, you're right. We talked about that. Does it actually have power, or was it just like a mnemonic, or like
it's a mnemonic,
or like it's Terran Grial of sorts, even like it could? Is it like what? Yeah, but yeah, it's more so a mnemonic, I guess.
Didn't we see Catswain listening in on something, and somehow it felt like? Am I vaguely remembering her using one of her little trinkets? Does this ring a bell?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, wait, I do remember her.
Isn't she off with Rand though?
This is earlier in the series.
Yeah, it was much more like when we met her, more towards that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it was though. Does chat remember what it was that Cad Swain had? That was like Maureen.
It was her. It was her things in her hair.
Oh, whoops! I threw
Yeah,
it.
no, yeah. I assumed is what.
And those are Terangrial, but Moiraine's was not. It was just a focus point.
So if you have a Terangrial, does that mean like you could bust through a ward against speaking, or is it that you could be further away? What do you think the Terangrial does? You just like get high fidelity like zero feedback?
Well, no, one of hers. I mean, the only thing we know about hers is that one of them was a cup, a reservoir, whatever Nynaeve had that allowed her to bring the one power into the setting and then flow it out.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Chat, help me out. Did Cad Swain use one of the trinkets to eavesdrop, or am I misremembering? All right.
What?
I don't know what's going well. What?
No, it's called a well. That's what those Terangrial are.
I read the first one I read is like, well, and then the second one I read as well.
Wow.
And then I felt like I was being reprimanded.
That's funny. 5D.
That's funny.
Okay, I have some drinking obligations.
Oh, thank goodness.
Ready? All right. Swords are no use at all. That was just funny.
That makes me sad, though.
The fool girl's mouth dropped open.
Did you just do it for us?
I did.
You're no fool.
No, but I was just, showing you what that might look like. She was gaping like a fish. I will
Okay.
not show you.
I had that one too, Chris. That's a good one.
Nice, Josh. Birgitta liked to have men look at her. I mean, that's like really, so I don't know. Stack young Brandlet's bottom. Fun.
Nice. Yep. Fun.
H. That's all. Gaping like a goose girl.
Oh, jeez. What?
She had a double dose of the viperous Haven tongue.
Double
Yes.
tongue?
Yes.
One is gripping her skirts. Ba-bam! Okay,
All right.
I'm done for now.
I gotta check to make sure my son's asleep. I'll be right back.
He's a little dear.
Okay.
My child didn't hear that.
Wasn't there one? There was like, she was like the White Tower sticking stiff as a bone white. Shit. I was like, oh, God damn it. Oh, God damn it.
That was in the last chapter, though. I think, Ryan.
Uh huh. Help me. This is all helpful. Yeah, like all these.
We'll get there. Thanks, Reese.
Yeah. So the Bridget informs Elaine that the Borderlanders are moving, but she's like, I know this. I invited them, and I negotiated them leaving. But it may take them a month or so to get close to Camelin. She said there are still 6 uncommitted high seats to her. Right? So she's trying to collect seats to assure her throne. And we got some uncommitteds. Yeah. Thoughts?
Okay, chapter 15. Wait, what did we miss?
Wait. There's
No.
a big thing that you missed from chapter 14.
No, we're not done with it. No, she just went crazy.
Okay,
No, I
okay.
just saying thoughts on that, on the whole idea that she has 6, like basically we're getting the ins and outs of what it means for her to like coalesce this power. Queen Morghese, like basically fuck shit up, was under compulsion by Forsaken. We hear later that she even had like one of the other high lord, like one of the other like, what do you call them, houses, or seats, like flogged, right? So she's like, well, that person's not going to come over, like, so she's got to do a lot of cleaning up to do, and she's under threat of attack. It seems, or at least she's using the threat of attack from the Borderlanders to create this tension within the seats. Jesus. All right, so yeah, we have bunch of lords, Pelavar, Aemlyn, Arethel cross the borders
God, sorry.
to Mirandy, but without any Mirandy. And so now we're talking about Mirandy. They're bringing Mirandy in. Mirandian's, I guess, a city. Probably be important. Mirandy's in Andor. And this whole time, like, Dylan's in there, like, just kind of always, like, we're getting her facial reaction. She's just almost like the tone setter of the chapter.
Totally.
Yeah, and then, but Dylan is. What do you guys think? You guys thoughts change on Dylan? She seems pretty committed, huh?
Carrie, the word is out. You are busted, lady.
Oh my god. She won't drop this.
Well, if you,
It's
something
much
else. Yeah, if you're gonna drop your pants, she's gonna
Bust in there.
Oh my god. It's all rumors, guys. It's not true.
So she says Carrie's got a big surprise planned. So
Yeah, right.
maybe not. Probably not. Probably wearing a kilt.
Okay, what were we talking about again?
All right, so now let's just move on. Monella and Sumiko just kind of barge in. I think it was like Sumiko goes in first, or Monella goes in first, and then Sumiko comes in after the war's gone, and she could tell the war was on. So was she the one listening in? And they want to check. They want to check on the baby, which is one of the most intimate, scary things I can imagine. Like giving over to another human being.
I love this scene too, where Elaine gets the honey in her tea, and like, both her warder and her sister like respond to her pleasure.
Yeah. Well, Avienda did it, and then like Brigitte's like, yeah, that feels good. Yeah. I was gonna create my new Twitter handle is gonna be Elaine's tea, and I'm just gonna constantly like tweet about how Elaine hates me, and I wish she'd like me more.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
Why is Brigitte's headache gone, ladies?
What?
It says here, Elaine realized Brigitte's headache was gone. Is it because of Elaine's tea? Is it because the headache was shared out amongst all of them that the hangover was less? There's some weird shit going on here between the three of them, for sure.
No, yeah, and was it just because Elaine finally like felt like anything besides
And Elaine and Brigitte, or
Avienda, Elaine, and Brigitte?
Oh, between Avienda, Elaine, and Brigitte.
Okay. The three connected women who were in the room.
All right. Yeah, I don't know.
Could it be that Elaine just finally felt like a single dollop of pleasure in her? Like,
I was wondering that. Yeah, I don't know, Ryan. I mean, that's definitely one possibility for sure. And it's one thread that ties through this whole chapter is how there's basically like hidden information in the room between the three of them that other people can't access. And you can see there's this very much like us and them, insider, outsider, othering going on in Elaine's internal dialogue with her as the narrator, where like Dylan is like very much an other and an outsider to like bits of information that the three of them are sharing, which we know, but it's interesting the way it's written in the text. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the focal point is Elaine, because obviously, like, Avienda and Brigitte are not, like, sensing each other, right? It is a cause and effect. Avienda dosed the tea.
Maybe.
She gets happy. Brigitte...
In this particular case, but this isn't the only instance of them sharing information that... This is just one obvious example of it, but it happens a couple of times throughout the chapter where they all have some bit of information that Dylan doesn't, for instance.
Uh-huh. So string flame tied together, you have a worse chance of survival. I would say yes. In a zombie apocalypse, if you're tied to me, we're going down fast. I'm a known just like I'll lay down and just get chewed. But if I'd have to argue that in most instances we're together stronger, bitch. Together stronger.
Maybe like it's just the alcohol got really diluted, the effects of it anyways, because Elaine has to stay super hydrated.
Oh yeah, so yeah,
right. So I feel like that's just counteracting, and her headache went away because
these are strong points. These are strong points.
Hashtag hydrates, okay? So.
Or maybe she's diabetic and she needed some sugars.
Cheers to that.
Give her some honey.
I mean, we do get some stuff validated here about the bond, Ryan. You're right. Like, even their strangely enhanced bond, I'm quoting here, even their strangely enhanced bond did not extend to her tasting what Elaine did. Yet, she had surely felt Elaine's surprise and pleasure on tasting the tea. Right? So there's this, like, weird shadow game going on where, like, Birgit's understanding Elaine's internal state via the enhanced bond.
All right, I'm offended. I'm truly offended. All right.
Ryan is lacking the shoulder flaps. It's true.
No. If Brother Dan was in your party doing if in Walking Dead, you would kill him first. Like he would go first, just because you're annoyed with him.
We both know there's clitorises under both of those shoulder hoods.
So that's fun for all. He's just getting shoulder fucked every night.
Can you imagine people with arm fetishes loving that? I bet.
I've got a shoulder fetish, and I'm sorry.
The fucking visual is too much. I'm dying. Yeah, that's a spin-off for sure for Walking Dead.
For sure.
All right. Puppet Dead.
I
All
have
right.
more drinking obligations whenever you're ready.
Lay it on us, Carissa.
All right. So hard that she had to up a corner of her eyes with her shawl. Okay. Massive bosom heaved. Ooh. I don't have a massive bosom because I can't do that one. But she only fingered one. Okay, the white lace at her neck and wrists was fresh.
Wow, you're getting a little far on that one, but okay.
No!
Come on, pearl necklace style, Josh. Open your mind. Okay.
No, I got it. Carissa, it's not that I didn't get it. Okay.
The pearl wrist, though. That's
pearl wrist.
Trying to figure out how that works.
White lace is like that. Sounds like it would just be all in a. And you're never mind.
It sounds like a geyser.
It does. It does. Okay, cleaning up from their overnight trip.
Yes.
All right, that's all.
Who's got a black light? Oh, right. Let me take a second. Collect myself. If you haven't already, like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Tell a friend. Create a burner account. So yeah, again, like some weird shit. Like this whole caressing the child, not okay with this. Feels like
I want to caress the child with the one power, but I'm a man. I guess I can't do that.
No, well, hey, could a male Chandler do this if he learned? or
Well,
intended to.
we
Like,
know that they can't do the same healing weaves. They have different healing styles, right?
uh-huh.
We learned that.
But also, like, somehow maybe even more effective at times,
So, like,
right?
can there be a male gynecologist? Is what you're asking, Ryan?
Absolutely. In Randland, are they woke enough to allow males into the womb? So basically, like, if it's like just the most vulnerable position. Okay, would Elaine have allowed this to happen if she wasn't, again, driven with hubris by this stupid prophecy from men? Right? Is she just like, yeah, nothing's gonna happen to my baby? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's going to bite her in the ass. I've said it before. I think that she is super, like, just being really relaxy taxy about the whole thing. She shouldn't be, you know, like, she shouldn't be. You don't just, I don't know, like, it just seems too important to, like, be just like take one person's word for it and just be relaxed about it, and then just don't do anything because you just trust it that much. And so but to like trust it that much, it just is going to backfire. There's something else I was going to say about that. I'll remember it in a second, I think.
Yeah, but yeah, like, there's a lot of decisions she's making.
No will, like, this is definite. That's.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's part of where I was. It just seems right.
So, is she carrying these children to term, case I said I?
I hadn't thought about that.
Say that again, Ryan.
Is she carrying these children to term?
Oh,
like
the twins?
Men, yeah. Oh, yeah, we learned they're twins. Yay. Yeah, Pop. Yeah, geez. It's double the trouble.
Ruin her. I think if she does, it's just gonna ruin her somehow. It's gonna be, I don't know why. I just think that there's so much emphasis on it being like on her being unharmed and unable to be harmed, and the children specifically being unable to be harmed. It just seems like there's definitely that can't be it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in danger.
We discussed. I mean, yeah, like. Okay, well, yeah. There's a lot of scenarios where, like, she does not come out okay still, and there's babies, like, healthy little Rands running around. All right, yeah. So I guess that's all. Anything else about this chapter? The baby's fine. We find out there's two. They, like, let's just say this. Yes. Okay. That's okay. I fucking love you. That's so funny. You never want to hear news from a wise one. Let's just say that. Like, the last person you want to hear that, oh, hey, by the way, you have twins, is from these two. Like, I feel like they're the worst people.
Okay, but is she having a boy, a girl, two girls, two boys? Like, what is she having?
I don't know. Apparently they could heal problems with the babies, but they can't tell if there's little testes or not.
Oh, no.
Oh my God! Stop talking about pants.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you.
Okay, that was so weird. And now it switched over. It just decided to switch over to this piece that I've had in my ear. This is the tech shit in this house is doing its own thing, and I have no control over it. Sorry. Anyways, continue. Whew.
Monel positioned Elaine in front of the fireplace.
Nice. Can't complain about that one.
Well, Carrie, you haven't stood up to prove that you have pants.
No, we need to get 5 members. We haven't got one. You don't.
So
He claimed members, Yeah.
We're not giving this away for free, Carrie. It's carrot and the stick. The stick is I just bitch nonstop. The carrot, we see pants or no pants. Yeah. So chapter 14, what wise ones know. It's interesting. We go through a lot of like the emphasis is on the ending. What do you think they're getting at with the chapter? Like, is there more like, what is the reference of what the wise ones know? Is that their knowledge of delving into babies, or into bellies?
Well, and just that Elaine gets her question answered about channeling.
Which question?
Her
Remind
question
me.
she had in the previous chapters about whether she could channel or not while she had a baby inside her.
Okay.
That's what the wise. I mean,
Okay. Yeah. No, they did answer that. You're right. And it's
that
like,
was what the wise ones knew in the context of the chapter.
do you think it's
Am I wrong about
tied? No, you're right.
I mean,
No.
Carrie?
I just wanted to say something really quick. They mentioned to her when they were doing that procedure that you cannot channel while you're in labor. It's like a temporary block or something. I'm wondering if that's going to become a big issue later on.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, is she going to be having the babies under duress while they're attacked?
Like, I mean, like,
Or something?
yeah, if not, you could just use the one power, get a little air, pull that thing out in a bed of air. A little plunger. Baby comes out. Like, you can't heal yourself, but you could use air on yourself. Anyways. So yeah. That's a I like that. That might come in handy. Yeah.
Monel glanced at her quizzically. Knowing about the bond, she could puzzle out the rest, but she only fingered.
There's one of the most blatant finger comments in the next Dorian Devin Hanlon just
yeah.
That was just
Well, there was a lot of really interesting information in this chapter, even though it was boring. It did tell us a lot about the bond and about channeling and pregnancy, and there is important stuff that comes up. But yeah, low action. I mean, whatever. We're halfway through the book. Nothing interesting is going to happen until we get to right there. That last little bit. Yeah, you see it? That's Robert Jordan for you.
It's like he's still setting up all the different pieces. Like, okay, now what? You know?
Oh wait, 1 second. I'm looking for something. All right, so the next chapter is Gathering Darkness, chapter 15.
This chapter was rough.
Okay, so yeah, this is like a name salad. So many people. The point of view is Elenia Sarand. Apparently she is is she first in running to topple
I'll be
Elaine?
honest. I don't know why, but I actually like this chapter.
Okay.
What? You like this chapter?
Yeah,
Please,
I did. I liked it.
take us through it.
Oh my god.
I don't know why, but Elaine, I mean, yeah, this is Elaine. This. So we learn that Amrilla kidnapped two of the other people who could be candidates for the throne.
Yeah,
And
like
it's
either follow me, or I'm gonna kill you, something like that.
And they're in the siege, and they're basically in the siege camp outside the door of Camelin, waiting. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Elenia is kind of a bitch, but like, there's some interesting information about the Game of Houses. There's this obviously super creepy uncle dude, wealthy aristocrat, like very like Game of Thronesy, like creep.
God damn it. Here is all the names of the characters we meet. Elenia, Aramilla, Janny, Nain, Nassim Kyrian, Don Wind, Jack Lunault, Sylvase Karan, Arlene, the maid, David, Hanlon, or Doylan Millar, Falion, Boda, Morellin, and Shane. That is insane.
Yeah, that really is.
And all these names are just like so exotic and like almost even hard to read. And then we have Amarillo, which makes you think of Amerlin, like all these similarities, which I guess obviously to make it realistic, there's going to be similarities in the language, but holy shit. Do you want to go individually, each character?
No.
All right, the first point of view is Elenia. She's just, it's all, threats and stupid shit. She's trying to, I don't know. I was so bored. I kept like fucking like having to rewind because my brain was like not focusing on this. But she seems to be confident that she's gonna like get what she wants, right? Out of
Armilia or Elenia?
Elenia. No, Armilia. Wait, which one is the
Honest to God, who cares?
Elenia?
Why does it matter, Josh? Doesn't matter.
I'm trying to understand what Ryan's saying.
No, yeah, the POV, Elenia. Right.
Jesus.
I can't keep track.
All right, this isn't. Yeah, well, you're right. This is all true, and everyone should sleep at least 12 hours a night. But,
I mean, Elenia is confident that she's going to become the queen of Andor. It's true, and that she's somehow going to like overcome Armilia, who has her currently as a prisoner, along with the woman who she manipulates into giving her a letter that says, "I will support you for the crown," which is apparently how it works here in Andor. This is just the way it goes.
And then we meet a crazy person, Nassim.
Yeah, Nassim.
He's
creepy
fun.
Creepy Uncle Nassim.
He thinks he's married. He's like, she's like, we're not married.
No, we're not betrothed. I'm pretty sure. I mean, yes. I guess married, or at least on their way to marriage.
Is betrothed meaning you're engaged? I thought betrothed like you're my.
And is betrothed married? Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with you.
Person to whom one is engaged. Yeah, betrothed.
Oh.
That's what I thought.
All right. Are you, Kay, are you trying to look serious there, like in deep in thought?
No, I was deep in thought.
About something not what we're doing.
I was currently not what you were doing. Yes, not about what you were currently talking about. This is true. No, I was thinking about this part.
I felt like a teacher. I was like, okay, so will you show? What are you writing? Are you writing a note? Let me see the note.
What were we talking about? Oh my God, I hated that. That always used to. I was that student. Always.
Well, you're not going to hide
what we were
it.
just talking about, and I'm like, huh? What? Anyways, so the guys are putting their hands under their armpits. To keep warm? Is this to illustrate how cold it is?
Yeah, good point. Anyway, I did.
So, I mean, again, this is a very Game of Thronesy chapter. It's like Armilia's kind of loopy. Nason's clearly insane. Like, these people are like people in power who just are just a touch fucking wacky.
Do you?
A touch.
Just a touch.
How do you see this shit like playing out for Elaine? Like, what's the big move? Like, she's playing that the Borderlanders are coming, and no one knows why, but her. I mean,
my impression is it's just gonna work out for her. She's gonna get the whatever 6 big houses that she needs, and none of this shit's gonna matter at all.
Yeah.
But then, why are we fucking experiencing?
I know it's one of those things when you like in hindsight, the dude couldn't even finish because he died. Like, what a bummer.
Yeah, drink.
What? What?
You couldn't even finish, right?
Oh, okay. I was like, we're making fun of him dying.
Couldn't even fit.
All right.
Okay.
Whatever. Fuck you. You know who always finishes? Bella! All right. Speaking of music, my buddy Hermit Convention, who does a lot of music for our channel.
Great.
We might even be listening to his background music right now. He's putting out new music soon. Hopefully, he'll allow me to share some of it with you guys. One
I
song this
hope
morning. Oh my god, just transcendent. Best thing ever. All right, back to chapter 15. That's first of maybe many Bellas. Who knows?
So, Armilla basically like whores out her secretary,
I thought it was her maid.
her maid. Yeah.
Not good. These are all like, but okay. So like, I think part of like what is not interesting to me about these characters is just like a little one-sided, like, and just obviously like bad. Like they're not complicated. Like maybe they're a little weird or eccentric or crazy or but like it's just like levels of bad.
They're
You know.
basic. They're basic characters. They're just transparent and, yeah, I agree with you. Like cookie cutter, kind of just like rotten.
Like maybe each
Characters.
one, yeah, maybe this story is going to progress and we're going to end up loving them and learning about them and stuff. But right now, it's just like we're just getting thrown a lot of them all at once.
Mhm.
Like it's the first day of school and you're sitting in class trying to learn every 29 other kids' names.
A lot of school references, Ryan.
Well, he's stuck. Brian's stuck. It's okay. He's just a little short and small, so he's stuck.
Uh-huh.
But these characters want to kill each other too, so maybe that'll come into play at some point.
Well, so I was actually going to ask the two of you, ladies, like, did you notice any parallels between the first and the second point of views of the chapter? Like, Alinea finishes thinking about everything was in hand and ready to go forward. The only question was whether Armilia or Neeson should die first. And then when we get to the end of Davin's point of view, it's basically like the same thing. He's like, I don't know whose throat I'm going to slit first, blah, 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 or blah, blah, blah. You know, like,
Yeah.
here we go.
I think that actually added.
Maybe
sorry.
not. But he added her throat to the list of those he intended to slit. He might as well add Merlin Gelflin too. After all, a lone survivor was the only one who could tell a tale of what happened. Yeah, it's just
Interesting.
it's like a male and female version of the same kind of not that important, kind of boring character that we maybe
Totally.
didn't.
That's I think
He
that I
shanked
think
a
that
dude.
that aspect of those characters like exactly describes what Ryan was just talking about, right? Like how they're just kind of like basic,
Mhm.
like just obviously shitty people and yeah, they're even like speaking the same way.
I mean, it is good to know. It is good to have Devad Hanlon's POV here and to hear about his. I mean, he doesn't seem to be confused that everyone thinks Elaine's child is his, which I thought was
Yeah.
a little weird. Like,
Weird. I think that's weird too.
there's
It's
still a
weird.
weird like thing going on there.
Dude,
Like,
have we had his POV at all though?
No, we just know that she's using the rumor like to her advantage. She's fine
right?
with that being out there to deflect from Rand.
But how? if he heard that rumor, wouldn't, I don't know. It just seems
No,
a little...
doesn't he want to play profit off that? Like, why wouldn't that be to his advantage? He like banged the queen.
Because he hasn't banged the queen. I mean, if he had heard it and he would be like, oh, she's manipulating the situation by putting forward this rumor. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, like he would use the fact that he hasn't done it. Like, why would quash?
He would use the fact he hadn't done it to go to her and be like, why are you doing this? I'm going to manipulate you. I mean, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe he's dumb. Like, we don't know much about him. He seems
He's
like
really not dumb. I mean, maybe he's dumb, but he doesn't seem dumb. He seems to understand the kin and like what's going on. I mean, again, like we're just seeing from more perspectives how weird everything is in Camelin, and even the people who like don't really know what the kin or the this Windfinders are, and like whether like without knowing that they all can channel, he's able to pick up that there's some contention going on between them, right?
Yeah, he definitely showed he's observant, and he was able to like suss out that like he imagines all the women around them are channeling. But he can't understand why some of them have wrinkles. He's trying to he's puzzling it out.
Yeah.
Like, so God damn it! Like, I'm having a hard time. Amarillo is sieging Camelin,
right? Yeah,
and that's why they keep talking about all the guards and how you can't like not have mercenaries because they're the only reasons why they can like plug up all the gates. Right. And apparently, if you just leave a gate open, they're just going to pour in.
The soldiers will pour in.
So, how do you think Elaine's handling all this?
I mean, she's trained to be the queen.
Yeah.
I feel like she's handling it pretty well.
I know. Isn't that annoying? Like to be honest, like this, like that's annoying. Like she's just doing great, and like this is the most high pressure situation, and she just like yeah, and like she's just handling well. She's a little irritable about her tea and shit, but like apparently like anybody comes up, like she's just like knocking them down one by one. Handle the Borderlanders, like mop that shit up. Now she's here, she's under siege, she's calm and collected. That's a little annoying. She's young. She's still young as all hell. Like, wouldn't it be interesting if she had some sort of, like fatal flaw that's gonna make it even harder to get to the thing, but then she could overcome something. Like she's just like progressing like a boss, and I don't find it. So at this point, not very interesting. She's just like handling every hurdle. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And she's wise beyond her years and all this, which is, it's fascinating. It's interesting. The choices he made for this to spend as much time on it is interesting.
Totally.
All right. So, anything before we get into the Hanlon POV? Anything else with Elenia struck your fancy? Any drinking obligations?
No.
The woman was not so untouched as she feigned.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
It was sparse. That's all I have.
That's so awesome. Lady Catherine.
Lady Catherine. Hello, lovely.
Yes.
We love you.
Plans are settled. Those going to WatCon. Have a blast.
Have a blast.
Carrie, do you have anything else to say about this POV with Elenia?
Not really. It was really hard for me to get through.
No.
I mean, she's scared of Armelia, but she's also plotting and scheming herself, you know? So there's different layers of her character. She mentions that, let's see here. She was stressing over finding a bed for the night because she's basically getting tossed around from tent to tent. And when she finally gets given a bed with the one person that she was kind of scheming with, but not quite scheming with, that lady that wants to escape, she wonders if Amarilla knows of her schemes. And then she ends it by saying, yeah, I want to kill them all.
Okay. No, yeah, thanks for reminding me of that. Yeah, she definitely was struck by that like pronouncement that she needs to not only share a room, share the same bed with this woman because they're so short on beds. And then she instantly goes into trying to figure it out.
Nice. Echo.
Right. Just layers and yeah. So it's cool that she even picked up on that. She's like, how could she possibly even know about her chance meeting? You know, who knows? But yeah, she's gonna kill them all. Let God sort them out. All right, David Hanlon. All right, he's going to a meeting with Cheyenne. He's chooses nighttime to walk and he's wearing sunglasses. I imagine he's wearing sunglasses because so he could see. And he is walking and he, gets attacked, stabs, kills him. Seems easy. Makes it seem like a murder. He knows a lot about the city. It sounds like he's been there a while. And he's thinking about the kin. He's thinking about the Windfinders. Trying to figure it all out. Everyone's trying to figure out what's going on. They all have an impression about the Aes Sedai. They all have their, understanding of the Ageless Face. But here we are, like, new channeling women are in this world, and it's cool to see different people try and like parse out what the hell's happening. But he gets to Cheyenne's house. Oh yeah, he killing he's nothing to him. He's like, sometimes you gotta do it. Just don't enjoy it. Move on. He meets with Thalion, and Thalion tells him that Cheyenne has a visitor, so he has to wait. We learn about Cheyenne. Yeah, go on.
There's a guy lurking in the back named Morellin, who's I believe he's Amarella's like bodyguard.
Yes. Is he? Okay, yeah. So look. Yeah. Okay, so moving on. Well, what do you think about that? Like, this is still part of the chapter that was hard for you, correct? The Davin Hanlon.
This whole part was more interesting than the first half.
I thought so too.
It sounds like he has some arrangement with Phelan, but they're acting like they're not really planning anything, but they are. And she's trying to keep it from the other guy. But then I think we later learned that she's actually sleeping with him. And she's doing whatever Cheyenne, I don't know how to say her name. Cheyenne is telling her. So they're kind of like in a weird situation.
Yeah.
Well, he was the first one stuck on her to make her feel womanized. And then now Cheyenne has stuck this other one on her who's a much better perpetrator. Worse perpetrator? I don't know.
Yeah, more effective.
Would you like some drinking obligations?
Yeah. Just help this lull in the conversation. So check out.
I thought I might. Okay, so the brainless fluff. I think that's stretching, but we'll whatever. Okay, anyways, several of the women and 2 or 3 of the men tried unsuccessfully,
Nice.
touching on the edges of power and in hand and ready.
Okay.
And ready, yes.
Yes.
You are welcome. Okay. I have to step out for a second. Layla needs me. I'll be back.
Yeah.
A rasp of the stubble under his fingers told him that it was a man.
That's great. Yeah, so Davin is in this Cheyenne's house. Does he get assaulted? Oh, you see, like someone's dead. The visitor that they went and visited, he sees that
He gets assaulted and he kills someone, and then he goes to a room where the Black Aja killed someone, and he's like, "Oh, she killed someone!" Like, all judgy.
Doesn't he get choked out for a second?
Choked out?
Yeah, didn't she like do some one power shit on him and make him feel like he's choking?
Oh yeah, like choking him with air, and he kind of got scared. But then she's like, "Okay, now you're gonna clean up my mess."
Okay. So yeah, he's working with the Black Aja, and he gets requested to free Soldam and Damane, and that the Soldams will free themselves if he could just even get a few out. We don't know why he's being requested that. What are your thoughts on this request?
Clearly something is going to happen later in the chapters.
Does this mean that she's working with the Sanchin?
And where are these Sanchan he's supposed to free? Where are they being?
Yeah, so how did the Black Aja and the Sanchin fit together? That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Is Moradin... So we know Moradin is the one who Davin sees steering all of this. Why would Moradin have an interest in freeing Damane? I mean, I guess to stir up... So several books ago, and I don't remember which one, I think it was in Lord of Chaos, we got these quotes about just like stirring up chaos, that like the Great Lord's plans were to... Some of the Forsaken's job is essentially just to create chaos. Am I wrong about that?
Well, I mean, he is the Lord of Chaos. Yeah, I mean, like, essentially, it's in the name.
The Great Lord is the Lord of Chaos, yes?
But is it chaos as in, like... Is it like chaos as in disorder amongst humans, or is it chaos as in disorder amongst the cosmos? Like
both and.
So yeah, do you think it just...
That's a both and question, and we see one. I forget which Forsaken it is, but one of them does take joy in just causing chaos. At an earlier point in the books.
Oh, like chaos. Oh shit, was it at Asmodean? No.
No, after Asmodean. More recently than that.
All right, chat.
It was one of the. I think it might have been Moradin who did it. It was during the time where
Luz is coming in saying it's Samael.
Okay, I could see that. Yep. Echoing appropriately.
I don't know. At this point, there's so much going on in chat. He can be saying so many things right now. It's good to see Diljit. We haven't seen Diljit in a while. So stoked you're here. Diljit.
What up, Diljit?
Fucking handsome. God, that man is a gorgeous man.
I love music cricket.
Yeah. He's so worldly. I didn't know that was happening. Okay, so I saw you back. We're good?
I'm back. Mm-hmm.
All right. Super mom. Hey, we grew those lilies right behind her on her left shoulder. Yeah.
We did. We have like so many. We have so many lilies. They come back every year. I love lilies. They're amazing.
So is it Moradin just sowing chaos? Or does the Black Aja have a goal in releasing Shanchen channelers? Right? It feels to me like this is just a sow chaos. Like, oh, let some of those Damani go, let some of those Suldam go. Like, let's see what happens. It doesn't feel very. It feels more like throw some fucking gasoline on the fire, not I'm gonna construct a chaotic system that will then lead to this thing.
No, and that's funny. And here Echo Sedai says it echoes you. Little bits of chaos can be added together for even better chaos. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like what could be the outcome? Like, it would damage the Shanchan. They'd lose, soldiers. Are they assuming that they would swoop in and like get them on their side because they're behind saving them? Like, would they become Black Aja?
I'm just gonna keep popping them up there to fuck with Carrie now.
Everyone's happy with this news.
You're such a good sport.
I'm the target tonight. What's up?
Carrie, they're universally happy that you are not wearing pants.
Love that you haven't stood up yet to prove otherwise.
Well, I did to go plug in my charger, and Echo saw my pants, so not sure she was the only one.
Clearly not.
I heard that you just wear pencil skirts, even when you sleep.
I can't help but think of that What Idol parody about not wearing pants. You guys keep talking about pants. I can't get that song out of my head.
Black Tower Podcast is in agreement with no pants. Hey, there are 31 people watching. Everyone, take your fucking pants off. There's no reason to wear pants. Like, unless there's children in the room.
I love it. Josh is doing it.
Josh
Put him on the
took his
big
pants off.
screen. Josh took his pants off. This is a no pants house.
I saw
we hardly
knee.
wear pants.
Yeah, I saw Josh's knee right there. This is worth money, guys.
Ooh.
Right.
OnlyFans / Josh. He pie sweetie cunt.
No.
Where if you have a knee fetish, he will fulfill that.
We will fill that.
This might just be like our thing. Like, if you're this late at night and you're watching our show and you're wearing pants,
no pants.
Yeah,
no pants.
Where's the no pants zone?
Only.
Yeah. Oh wait! You're wearing boxers? Okay, all right, guys, is that acceptable?
I want to see your thong. Come on.
I'm not wearing one, so I cannot.
She's not wearing anything. I'm
commando tonight. Apologies. You brought it up.
Boxers? Boxers are just like short pants.
What?
All right, yeah, String Flames got it right. No skin, exactly. I want to see cervixes.
Oh my god.
Yes, either underpants. Josh, you can't be wearing underpants. All right, that's a great one.
Underpants?
All right, yeah. So, Isle Roof Mistress, just take your pants off.
Whoa.
Moonshadow, take your pants off.
Take your pants off.
Royal Roof Mistress.
God, I love all you bitches. What?
Jesus H. Christ, Ryan. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Stovey. Yes, honey, you have to be careful. This is a little too far sometimes.
Okay, ready for a drinking obligation?
Yes.
Come. When she says now, she means now.
Yay!
Yes, she does. Jesus
God.
Christ. Cracks me up. I love her. Ugh. Okay. In that seductive way. That's all.
Okay. Oh, then you get a little one. Just a little tiny drink.
Thank you. A blip.
You get a little blip.
Thank you.
All right. So yeah. Going on. So, think we've probed that enough. It is
15 enough with our fox-faced Bints.
That was the best one. Okay, that was. We have not heard that
Yes.
before in the book, right? A bint.
Fox-faced Bint? No, I
A
don't think
bint.
so.
All right, I'm looking up a bint right now. What is the definition of bint?
Oh,
There is-
he
a-
rumpled over every time she came. I'm sorry, that just popped out at me.
That's a great one. Just I felt that in my
He
stomach.
rumpled over every time she
All
came.
right,
I just have to say
bint
one more
is
time.
an offensive derogatory slang for a girl or a woman. A
Woman.
bint.
Ooh.
It's some very like Prohibition era.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dolls and bints.
He did give her a few bruises, though at her urging.
Yeah, though I heard.
See, okay, yes, thank God. I was like, honey, that's not. Oh, then, yeah.
Sorry.
We...
No, I doubt that you would go soft. But I
Yes!
I think that was good.
fine, we'll stop there.
You didn't even get to finish. Funny.
So great. All right, you bints.
Nice.
How are we feeling about moving on to the last chapter?
The
Wait,
subject.
Carrie, let's exhaust your notes. Let's exhaustively exhaust
Yes,
your
please.
exhaustive notes.
Oh, for the wrap up on 15?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's see if we missed anything.
I'm sure I did.
Let's see. Kill the man, sees a dead body. There's more people visiting Cheyenne than the person that was there that got murdered. So they gave descriptions of who those people were.
Right.
Or Phelan gave descriptions to him. And I guess my question is, are these people that we've already met and we're trying to figure out, if we've seen them before? And we learn that she's the one that's burning the food supply or attempting to. And she wants him to get closer to Elaine. And he wants to slit her throat. That's all I have.
Yeah. And we apparently know he can't. He's a throat slitter. All right, Luz Jr., are these chapters just RJ flexing his bodice ripper muscles? Yes. No doubt about that.
Obviously. There's a fucking fly in here. Sorry.
All right. So, yeah, there's... Are you talking about the books or this precise show? I think he's talking about us.
So much.
Yeah. All right.
Let's go to 16.
Let's go 16. Yeah, we gotta...
Or I'll slit your throat, Ryan.
Give me a second. All right. Well, before... Oh, guys, everyone.
She reined him in firmly. Nice. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
I will stop.
we have breaking news.
Yes!
One more time.
I love it so much!
We interrupt this broadcast for a special. It is time for your Leafcast Weekly Horse News Update, sponsored by the one and only Bella.
And Bella.
Okay, serious face. Wheel of Time fans across the globe are revolting about the serious lack in attention we give to our beloved four-legged creatures. Horses are an integral part of traveling in this world, except when you're using a gateway. There is much to discuss in Chapter 16, so gird up your loins. It is going to be a bumpy ride. Reports indicate that Daishar stamped a hoof in the snow. Nobody was harmed, and afterwards he got a soothing pat on the neck. In other news, Lord Gareth's horse sat like a statue. Reports of Medusa running around have not been confirmed. We also learned that Daishar threw a tantrum and snorted and tossed his head, lunging as though he had sensed Egwene's irritation. He got over it quickly as she reined him in firmly. No laughing, no laughing. Serious. Delena rode so well that she was blending with the motion of her mare so effortlessly that she appeared unaware of the animal. She later twisted in her saddle.
Drink.
Meanwhile, reports flooded.
So many.
Straight face. Meanwhile, reports flooded in that Shiriam's dappled gray mare was not feeling confident because she was shorter than Daishar, so she had to look up to Egwene. Bayonen rode in silence, but later gave her horse a tight slap in the face, not lightly. The horse did not bite back. The horse in the Armelin seat, gathering her reins, came in as she exclaimed, "She has work to do." And finally, what you've all been waiting for, a horse drinking obligation. While we ride, we will want a little privacy. Wink, wink. This is Carrie. Live reporting for Leafcast Weekly Horse News. Ride along and prosper. Back to you, Ryan.
Ride along and prosper.
Yes. All right.
So good.
Oh, let's get this off the screen. Amazing. Bravo. I think we answered the question.
That's awesome. There was just so many horse references in this chapter. I just had to put something together. It was funny.
I think it's well received. That's great.
Really good.
Okay. So, chapter 16 is called... It'll load.
The subject of negotiation.
Yes. Oh, whoa. Were those crickets?
Okay, so we finally see Egwene. After how long? 2 books? 1.5?
Yeah. And what is she doing? She's personally spying on the White Tower. I don't know why she needed to do that. She's seen it. She lived there a little bit. But yeah, she's sitting there looking at it. She's in hiding. She's not obviously wearing her Amerlin stole in the middle of some sort of... Anyways, yeah, but she has an entourage, so she sees it. She's with Lord Bryn, and Lord Bryn is just got a fucking battle hard on. He's like, we need to take this now. I want him now. Yeah. Your Highness, let me fucking go to town. And she's, you know, again, I think she's maybe 17, and she tells this seasoned general, I shouldn't have to tell you this again. If the tower falls, all hope dies. Before we move on, what do we think of this? Bryn's itching for a fight. He says we should take it fast, hard and fast. It's the best way to go. She says, I need all the tower united for the last battle. And
I've got one word for you, Ryan. You ready?
Yeah. Hit me.
Ninny.
Who's a ninny?
Ninny.
Egwin's a ninny?
Fucking Egwin. Such a ninny.
Okay, explain. Go. Yeah.
I mean, come on. You got the Battle General Royale telling you to fucking take the shit, and she's like, meh. No. I mean, maybe she's right, but ninny.
No. Yeah, you're right. Like he's gotten her this far, and all of a sudden she's just like, nope.
She's like, well, I trusted you, but never mind.
What do you think? Should Egwin heed the advice and attack right now? Or should she do everything she can to somehow avoid sisters killing sisters in this street? Which I believe is a quote.
You
Well,
asking
I
me?
think she's contradicting her. She's contradicting herself because she's like, I want to unite the tower, but then she wants to exile Elida. I mean, that's not uniting, right? I mean, she just wants to, or does she just want to pluck a few bad apples from the tree?
Yeah, like how is she what do you think what's her plan? What do you think she's gonna try
What's
and
the
do?
phrase, like, become a rose to your own thorn, succumb to your own poison or whatever?
That's my
like,
favorite Seal song.
your favorite Seal song?
Yeah, become your own rose to the thorn. Yeah.
Well, like, has she just drank too much of her own Kool-Aid? Like,
Like, yeah, is she
Elaine.
faking it till she made it, but now she's a
Made
fake because
Yeah,
she's made it?
yeah.
Because again, she's young. She's like 17. What do you think? 17, 18 right now?
God, is she really that young?
Yeah. Hey, Chad, how old is Egwin right now in the books? I think we're like a year in, right? A year and a half in since Either World. How old is
It
Aggies?
feels like so much longer.
And I think my complaint with the Elaine chapters are kind of not so much here, but I. Okay. God damn it! You're killing it, Toby. Maybe 8. All right. No, but yeah, like she is like just somehow just not making a lot of mistakes, it seems, right? Like she's like leveled up so fast, but I'm not going to give it the same complaint. Elaine is just like superhero. Egwin is flawed, and you still see the flaws, and I like that because this might be like the worst decision. She doesn't be seeming to take his counsel very seriously. She seems to just like no. But that's also how Ace and I talk to each other, which is bullshit.
I mean, if I had to make this kind of decision at 17, 18, or 19, any of those years, I would completely make the wrong decision. I don't know how the fuck that she's doing any of this. And, you know, I mean, hats off to her for making a decision at all when she does.
I mean, just as a little village girl who, like, wasn't even in training yet to become. I mean, I know in the show she's in training to become a wise woman or whatever, but like in the book, she's just like some random girl, basically, right?
Egwin?
Yeah.
She's Rand's girlfriend.
No.
Yeah.
Well, she's the mayor's daughter. She's
Tavera,
right,
too.
and she was a wisdom she was a wisdom apprentice.
She was
Right.
a wisdom apprentice, right? Yeah.
But also, like, you know, watching Bran Alvear like run Edmonds Field for as long as, you know, her whole life, has to have some influence on her. Bran, you know, ruled that place with an iron thumb. He was a goddamn Stalin. Nothing.
Was he?
No, I'm
Wait,
kidding. I'm kidding. No,
the
I'm kidding.
women's
I'm
circle
kidding.
No, the women's circle ran Edmonds Field, Ryan. Bran Malveer is a fucking douchebag.
Oh, we got some mute. Sorry, I'm hearing something.
Yeah, we got an echo.
All right, is that better?
Hello?
Yeah, something happened in Discord. No, it's fine. I just turned Discord off.
I mean, I'm sorry, but yeah. Bran Malveer is a fucking douchebag.
No,
Women's circle ran Edmonds Field, bro.
No, dude, they were autumnal. They were August people. They had a perfect balance of the sexes. Women's circle, village council. It was a perfect system. Nothing was wrong.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is like where my Terry Pratchett reading weighs in and is just like, no, you're wrong.
No, yeah, Nynaeve and her switch.
Yeah,
just ruled that place.
Circle ran that fucking place, dude. That was the Kink Club. The fucking Village Circle was the Kink Club.
The Kink Club. The Kink Club. Oh yeah. They're doing way more than braiding hair in the Village Circle. This is obvious. We haven't touched on this. It's funny we just come up in book 10. Well, yeah, the women's circle must have been just a coven of just every Robert Jordan drinking obligation happened in the women's circle. Fingering, everything's jerking erect.
Everyone's jerking erect, yeah. Dancing over flames. What's that, Carissa?
Yeah, so much fingering. Yeah. So much.
Carpet munching for sure, as Dobie says, yes.
There's a lot of that too.
All right, but speaking of which, wasn't there a point when like Egwene looks back and like describes looking at the White Tower, and it's just one of the most phallic things. I don't have the book in front of me, but if someone can find it, she's like, "Oh, that it's white, bone white."
I was looking for that.
Anyways, so yeah, we have some real complicated shit about like how she's like dealing with all the different Ajas, but then there's the sitters of the Ajas, and then she has her entrusted people who have sworn fealty to her. So there's like different factions. Yes, Kay.
Bone white shaft rising to an impossible height.
Yes, fucking A. That's crazy. I laughed for so long after I heard that. Yeah, so yeah, basically she has her entrusted women who have sworn fealty, and then she has like the sitters of the houses, and then there's the head of the houses, and she gets confronted, right, by I think it's Delana, and she's just like, you know, basically trying to suss out who she's like, basically implying straight to her face that, you know, I always thought it was Brigid who is advising you, but now I think it's freaking Swan or something.
Well, let's not forget that there's a fucking Forsaken massaging Egwene every night.
Egwene. Yeah.
There's a Forsaken massaging Egwene every night.
Yeah, using
like,
Sidon.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like,
so, do we trust Elaine right now? Is Elaine?
Egwene.
I'm sorry. Is it Egwene competent right now?
I don't think.
You know Elaine's not competent because she's fucking pregnant. Robert Jordan hates pregnant women.
Yeah, they're all just wild. Hey, they even said it. You should expect her to cry one day and rage the next day and cry the next. Just
Now, I think Egwin is being heavily influenced, though, you know?
Yeah.
How could she not be? Like, why would the Forsaken even be there, you know, if they weren't heavily influencing her in some way, you know? And so, like, well, we know that they are, because didn't they allude to that when we read that chapter about her getting massaged every night?
Well, yeah, no, it's connected. Like
Yeah.
he, like this Forsaken, in a female's body, is using Sidon and giving her headaches. The headache, the massages feel good, and they relieve her of the headaches. But then she believes the only thing that's going to help her is get one of them damn massages. Now the idea is being put out there that he's somehow compelling her, right, or using compulsion on her to make her act different, right? Is that what we're thinking? Definitely, like, has access to her. And
Where did everybody go?
yeah, we got Kay lost her sound. Josh lost his mind. Carrie, let's talk.
Okay, what are we talking about?
We really lost Kay. I literally forgot what.
It's
what I
the
was
Carrie
gonna
and Ryan show.
Hey everybody! Thanks.
Oh my gosh, Toby.
Oh wait.
I can.
My point is that Egwin is shields fucking down against Agenor right now.
Yeah. So, what do you think do you think he's compelling her? Is he using compulsion
Why
on her?
wouldn't they be? Right? Why wouldn't they be?
Yeah. Do you see evidence of that?
I don't trust Egwin right now.
Carissa, move that camera so we don't get copyright shit.
What?
There's copyright stuff on the back on the screen. We don't want that on the camera.
What are you talking? I don't even know.
The Netflix TV is on on your video. We don't want that. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with my camera. Why it's so huge all of a sudden. All right, let me try this again. There, is that better?
Okay, better. Yeah. No, it's all good. Perfect. Yeah. Also, yeah. Let's get those lilies in. That looks great.
What's up?
All right. Again, we hope everyone watching is pantless. I hope in the future, if you're watching this, you have taken your pants off, because, why?
Why? Why wouldn't you?
What? Why? Unless you're at work.
Again, I mean, I feel like Egwin is okay. So before I Egwin bash, let me say, I think Egwin will be the true hero of this story. I think without Egwin, Rand does not succeed.
Yeah.
Egwin carries the burden of the Dragon Reborn far more than Rand does, in a weird way.
Wait, okay.
Now, on the other hand, let me say I don't trust Egwin in this moment. I feel like she's under fucking compulsion. And whatever is fucking going on with her in the White Tower not only seems kind of unimportant, but also really important.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I mean, the fracturing of the tower and the whole rebel.
But it's also like it's been so diffused at this point that it's hard to feel like it's important to the story.
Like the stakes seem low in a way.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because we've granularly with them as it's happening, and then all of a sudden it stalls out, and then we're getting into politics, and it's but the main thrust of it though is they're literally, discussing attacking Tarvalon, which can't not, but not have if that were to happen, that'd be crazy. But
so it's complicated. It's a complicated moment for sure when we encounter Egwin here.
Yeah, and she's literally again 17 going on 8. With knowledge, she's all war is brutal, but war is gonna get worse, and that kind of knowledge was a little weird to hear her saying that. Right. It's like what the fuck do you know about warfare? I guess. Oh, does she have a love for history? She does have a love for history. She read her father's history books. Am I right about that? Egwene read a bunch of history books. Help me out, Chad. I think I remember this. That she has a love of history. If that's true, then maybe she could say the statement about war because history teaches that. But anyways, she's just like has like lives at stake, and she's having to like.
What do we make of all of the women who she appoints to these positions of power having sworn fealty to her? Which is exactly the thing.
North Korea.
Okay, yes, North Korea. But it's also exactly the thing that she's complaining about Elida having done.
Yeah.
She
yeah.
As corrupt as Elida at this point.
Yeah, and at some point, yeah, she demanded that fealty.
Yeah, like she's maybe even more corrupt than Elida at this point.
Because, well, is that?
These are good points.
But is that like it's? Do you think that's because she's under compulsion?
Good question. Again, how do those two things interact, and what is the relationship between them? I don't know. Do we trust Egwene or not? Does she have the White Tower's best interest in mind, or is she the pawn of a Forsaken?
Yeah,
it's a
Josh. That's a great point. Yeah, because all of this fealty shit is despotic behavior, and Elida is being like railed against for like demanding them to crawl back and swear fealty to the tower, lose everything, lose your Aja. You have to beg to get back in your Aja. All these things.
Let's not forget that Egwene isn't under the 3 oaths. She can lie.
That's right.
Fucking motherfucker.
Has she lied? Since she's been the Amerlin seat, do we have any instances of her lying? Oh, and can you lie if it's compulsion? Is it a lie?
Ooh.
Could you be compelled to go against your own oaths, or is the oath gonna cock block that demand?
The oath would cock block it. We've seen that. I feel like
we have.
If you're under compulsion, then the oath cock blocks it.
Yeah,
I don't think you could do something under compulsion that the oath would prohibit. So Elaine is in the perfect position to be taken.
No, you can. The compulsion would break through the oath.
No, I don't think it would.
Oh, really? I think it would.
Oh, let's fight.
I think it would.
So you think that the compulsion would overwhelm the 3 oaths? You don't think that if so let's say you were under the 3 oaths and I compulsed you to lie, you could lie?
Yeah, I think so.
I disagree.
Well, you know what? And let's bring this in. What about Adams? Don't they capture Aes Sedai, and don't they use the Aes Sedai as weapons, even though they can't use the one true power as a weapon? That's their oath. I don't understand. Am I contradicting? I think I'm contradicting. I'm disagreeing.
You're contradicting the comment. It's true.
Yeah. I'm disagreeing with this comment. Actually, I think we learned that you can make an Aes Sedai just be a weapon, and that's against the oath for sure.
But maybe no. All that the Aes Sedai say though is that they would not harm others unless they were under duress themselves.
Wait. Am I wrong about this?
They won't harm others unless they themselves are under duress.
Oh. Okay. All right. So I'm wrong. Yeah. So I guess they try to use Aes Sedai as weapons, but they're useless. Okay.
I don't think compulsion overwhelms the oaths. That's not my impression, Carissa. But
yeah, maybe not then. If they're not able to like weaponize Aes Sedai, then I suppose it wouldn't be able to. But
wouldn't, if you're being compelled, you believe what you're saying, right? Like if it's compulsion, then you just believe what you're saying.
Around lying, right? They just believe the truth that they're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they could still do it, even if they can't weaponize Aes Sedai necessarily. Like they can't completely control them. I think that it doesn't necessarily like
All right, see, this is where we need to talk to.
for sure that it's absolutely like not possible to compulse them to lie. Still, though, like I think there's a spectrum of shit that Forsaken can probably use and kind of weaponize Aes Sedai in a way, but not in like, I mean, obviously they can't to a certain extent, but maybe they also can to a certain extent. Ryan, where'd you go?
Oh, I was itching. It was scratching an itch.
What do you think, Carrie? Do you think that like a compulsion could override the three oaths, or like Forsaken at all could control the ice?
I mean, I think it can, but I honestly haven't really thought about this. Like, I totally forgot that there was a Forsaken with her in the camp. So
Yeah, welcome to it's like we're always like remembering what the hell's going on.
Her name
Forsaken are
is
everywhere.
Yeah.
Halima. So Halima is Arangar.
Yeah. Arangar died and got brought back in a female body, and they go by Halima, or she goes by Halima, but it's really Arangar's soul is the soul's male. Like he is.
And you know, Egwin has these horrific migraines, and they happen every night, and that only Halima's massage assuages her headaches.
Yeah, so it's like the headaches are being given to her just so that she can take them away.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, like, could Grendel make you abandon your oaths with compulsion? I guess someone's saying Ravin. What is someone saying? I'm sorry. Wadahalakosi is saying Ravin corrupted the young red in fires of heaven.
Yeah.
Trying to rack. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Corrupted the young red
In fires. I don't remember that. What we're referencing?
Again, this is why like Robert Jordan doesn't stick to his fucking guns. Like the fucking Moiraine stepping over the building shit. This is like, I feel like it gets so quickly into territory where it's just not clear like whether what happened early on is meant to be the truth or not.
Yeah. It's tricky.
Okay, yeah, no, these are going to be discussions we'll definitely be having, like, when we wrap up or get closer, like, because does it pay off, right? Like, right?
Yeah.
That's really the big question. Like, does it all pay off? We won't really know this.
Egwin has lied. I've not noticed. I'll put it that way. Go back to the question that led us down this path.
Oh, good. Thank you, Josh. Yeah, I'd asked, like, have we witnessed, or in Egwin's PV, has she lied since she's, like, 12? She said, I'm doing my best to follow the 3 O's. Like,
yeah.
And
But the fact that she's not under the O's is suspicious. Sorry, Carissa. Go ahead.
no, she could do her best, and then it still just isn't. You know, she's still lying in some shape or form. Go ahead, Josh.
I agreed. I think that's, you made the point exactly that I was going to make. That, yeah, like, the important bit is that she's not under the O's and she's the Amerlin.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not that plays out one way or another is not important.
Right.
The fact that she is in that situation and that there's a Forsaken 0 degrees of separation from her is the bit we have to take into account, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's crazy that she is in this position of power and she hasn't taken the 3 O's. So the argument is really mute when it comes to Egwene, because she's super able to be manipulated in that way from Forsaken.
Right.
Used as a weapon.
Don't they have an oath rod at the rebel camp?
I think so, yeah.
And she used that on those who swore fealty to her, right?
She's using it on those who swore fealty, but she's never taken the oaths herself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Josh. Josh? You make this is not right.
She's sus, as my son would say.
Yeah, this is sussy sus. Like she's she's possibly being like controlled by Halima, who gives just the best massages, and she's made women swear fealty to her and kept it secret. It's fucking a big secret.
Yep.
No one knows this shit. Like when that lady's trying to figure out, oh, are you being advised by her or are you being advised by that dipshit, blah, blah, blah. Like she's like, yeah, hopefully no one ever knows that I'm being advised by literally 7 Aes Sedai who swore goddamn fealty to me and a sword on an oath rod. That shit's crazy. The fact that she's keeping it hidden is like questionable. These are all questionable things. If you're like trying to speak truth to power, if you're a man of the people, like obviously I am, you're not down with this shit. Abuse of power is abuse of power. That's interesting.
But so let's set aside the fact that we know Elida's being manipulated by the Black Aja. Who is the better Amerlin carrying Carissa? Okay. Egwene or Elida?
Oh.
Setting aside the fact that we know Black Aja have been manipulating Elida, who is actually better at reuniting the White Tower? Is Elida right to say that, quote, all the sisters who fled should have to serve a penance to be admitted to their Aja? Or is Egwene right to say, no, we haven't done anything wrong, you're the one who fucked up?
Good question. Fuck Christ, Josh. Carrie, do you want to go?
I mean, I think Egwene is a better Amerlin because Elida just wants to, she just wants all those sisters that ran away to be punished, and she wants to steal a whole bunch of them too. So if you steal a whole bunch of your fellow sisters, how is that uniting the tower?
Yeah.
This is like voting for the presidency in the United States. Like,
It is. It's very symbolic.
Yes.
Fuck me. We are so fucked either way. I don't even know what to do at this point.
Yeah. Two-party system.
Yeah. Like in their eyes, we're like, yeah, we have this like capricious, emotional, like vindictive, like narcissist who's acting as the Tower Amerlin, and then we have a rebel Amerlin who's like a 17-year-old hick.
And I honestly I guess so Egwene is like the Democrats and Elida is kind of like the Republicans, so I guess I'm going Egwene on this, but I didn't want to. That wasn't my instinct.
Lesser of two evils.
My instinct is to go Elida, honestly, because she's got balls that I don't know that Egwene has. And she is sworn to the 3 oaths, which makes her less able to be manipulated, at least maybe. But she's already kind of corrupted. So
you're right. Yeah, like the idea, Egwene has not sworn the oath. She's more susceptible to being like manipulated. Elida's not getting like nightly handies from a Forsaken.
Okay.
Let's just bask in the glory of that.
It is the perfect comment. But I love
obviously they should lock Elaine up. Lock her up.
But I mean, honestly, like in the same way that we're dark friends, Carissa, like if Elida is the White Tower worth upholding? I mean, not to be a dick, but like,
right, you're right. I mean, it's been
is what the Aes Sedai are worth perpetuating, as it stands right now in the stories.
Oh, I need to stop comparing this to our country. Okay.
It's so real.
Like in my brain, like stop doing that. Then, I mean, I think that structure is important. You know, I mean, rules and fucking, I don't know, punishment and all the shit. It's important to have like structure, right? So I don't know though. I don't know that it's been a good situation, but I think that change comes like one law kind of thing at a time. Jesus, I cannot get America out of my fucking brain. Sorry, I don't know.
It's fine. No. I mean, we could.
You're American. We're American here. No, it makes sense.
I mean, is it better to keep the like build the hen house and let the hens fight, or let the hens out? Like, at least they're like doing it in the White Tower and occupying themselves. Like, if they're just let loose, like they seem to they like, meddle.
Let them destroy each other if that's what's going to happen. If it's going to implode, let it implode. Don't take everybody else down with you, around you, because
unless them imploding does take everyone down with them.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just well,
I mean, I mean, like, we don't. Yeah, I mean, like, what do you think? Like,
but it includes a whole lot more people than it really needs to, though, Josh. Right? Like, agreed. Like, this ends up bringing a whole lot of people into this whole fight that don't need to actually be there. America.
Okay.
So good.
Okay.
Sorry.
We're having... Oh my God, derailed.
Dear God.
Duck, yeah. All right. So
Oh my God. And yes, DK Moon, though, like, this is what I'm saying. Structure is good and restructure is good too. Like, yes, and it is in order and it's always needed. Restructuring is always needed. For fuck's sake. Okay.
All right, fine. Let's go. You go here. Go here.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm done.
Is that good? Is that good for you?
Lay it on. Right.
No, yes. So, okay, no, these are good questions. I think, I mean, yeah, Egwene, super novice, obviously. But like, her heart seems good. And I want to ask you, like, do you think Halima could be influencing her, like, mentality and it not show up in her POVs? Right now, all we have is the headaches. Like, would it be that, like, she's just making choices and, like, her rationales just seem... I mean, like, she's rationalizing things...
She's stressed out and hormonal, so she's got a fucking headache.
Like, if you remember Morgase's POV, when she was under Robin's compulsion...
Right.
She was having these, like... She was in and out, yeah, and it was very much, like, just, like, he wrote it very, like, disorganized. And
so is Egwene that much weaker than Morgase that we would not be able to see Arangar's compulsion on her, Halima's compulsion on her in her POV? That's a really, good. Yeah. Okay, Ryan. All right. I'll follow that lead. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. So that means Egwene's just a stronger character.
Like, maybe this entire time she's trying. I don't even know how to do.
They are
trying to influence her, and it's just not working. But all he can really accomplish is a good headache.
All around and be like and fail. Like,
I mean,
so that's why. Yeah. So that makes the story inconsistent. Like, if that's true, and Halima's like been failing and not failing up.
Yeah.
That's feels like whoa, like that's not the Forsaken that I know.
Right.
But also like, how many Forsaken? Let's think about how they've come back to life. Are they like as strong? Did they just come back exactly as strong? Like what?
No,
like, what?
they're
Yeah,
definitely under. They're under
yeah.
pressure.
We
as-
see how Lanfear came back. Lanfear seems diminished, right? So
Yeah.
maybe Halima's diminished, and
And the Great Lord is doing that on purpose. Like, Arangar came back as Halima to play a joke on him, essentially.
yeah, no, Dark One, like likes gags.
Yeah.
He likes gags. He
All
likes.
gags, specifically, right?
Ball gag.
He skips the movies and goes straight to the bloopers at the end. Like that's the Dark One. That's the Dark One I know. The one I like to party with. But yeah, like so, Halima a failed Forsaken or
So complicated.
or are they using the one power just enough? Like, do they just want to be needed and just spy the whole time? Or are they just
Or is
spying?
everyone fucking Tavarin and like this is all part of it? Like, it's just.
Well, okay.
So yeah, if they're not just like good question, Isle Roof Mistress. If they're not using her, or if they're not going to kill her, then what are they using her for?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, do they want the tower? Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
No, so, yeah, like why wouldn't they kill her though? That's a good point. Like that they have to be using her for something.
Like, do they want?
That's what I mean. That's not the fucking Forsaken I know. Like,
Yeah.
they're not going to pitter patter about while they're not doing the thing that they're set out to do. Like, so they're either successful or they would have killed her, or Arangar is a fucking idiot, which we can't rule out. Like, maybe some of Robert Jordan characters are just idiots. Maybe all of the Forsaken are idiots.
Just
No,
like
no,
just
no.
epic.
You just can't know that they're going to do what they do.
No.
No, these are good points. So these are important questions. but also, like the whole idea that, and it just happened in this chapter. Egwin says, I do not want to see sisters killing sisters in the street. Is that what Halima wants, though? And is Egwin fighting that off? Like, is this like Egwin's actually super amazing? Because really, like, is David Byrne? Is he being like influenced by something too? Because he wants bloodshed?
Right.
A lot of questions.
Like, I mean, what do we even make of fucking Lord Bryn and the whole speaking the oath that led him to think that fucking Swan Sanche lied to him, and like, there's just so many fucking unresolved threads at this point. It's a little insane.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, like why is David Byrne even there? I mean, is it just because he has a hot for Swan? He's just like, oh Jesus, like I'm gonna literally change my life and follow this. Well, what is it? A bint?
Well, everything happens for a
I gotta follow this bint.
reason in this.
Plot armor.
I gotta fight the war for these bints.
These bins.
The best way to learn a word is to use it in practice. I'm just practicing a new word.
Binty.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a good point. If the shadows want chaos, why not just let an 18-year-old have the highest, the most powerful seat in the all of Randland? That's a good point. Just say it's like what not to do. Yeah, on some level, it's like Elaine seems way more equipped to be like handling this job than Egwin.
Honestly, way more equipped. And she's pregnant. So she's got a whole
17 through.
What?
Sorry, Kristen.
Okay, no. Yeah, no. Let's talk about next week.
17 through 19 next show.
No, we're gonna try an unprecedented 17 through 20.
20?
What?
Oh my god.
All right, so here's this might change, but I believe, and I'm speaking kind of for Dan. Dan's been working with Alan to work out how we are going to celebrate the fact that our two shows have finally reached each other.
That's literally 90 pages.
I don't. Okay. Well, yeah. We'll just let's talk about this after. Yeah. So what we're trying to accomplish is next week. We're trying to cross-pollinate shows with the Wheel Reads. Our shows are on the same chapters, so we have some surprises for you. So be sure to watch the Wheel Reads and The Way of the Leaf as we discuss the same chapters, and you get to just see it over and over again.
You get a couple different perspectives, I guess, right? So like we
go along with us.
You wearing? Watching. We can't watch their show, and theirs is before ours on Tuesday, right?
No. So they're doing. So yeah, they do 2 chapters a week. They just did 17, 18, and then they'll be doing 19, 20. I thought if we just buckled down, we could do 17 to 20 and be completely.
I see. Caught up.
Yeah, caught up. But we can talk about it. I don't know what Dan's true plans were. I don't know if they got into the weeds like that much. But yeah, but that's the idea. Next week, it should be fun. Does anybody have anything else to say about these chapters before we hit the hay?
No, but I'm excited to see what the others have to say about these things, about these chapters. This sounds cool, Glenn. Time traveling Tam theory.
Time traveling Tam. Ooh.
I know.
Yeah,
right?
no, they got some great. Yeah. And then at some point we're gonna try and get all of our first time readers, since we're at the same level, together to discuss their theories, have them talk amongst themselves. That sounds like a really fun thing. I think that'd be a great idea to do that in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right. We could even just pause reading and just plan to the second episode to have. We'll see what we can get.
Bad idea.
Yeah. So yeah. Hey, we're making sausage live on air. Oh yeah, thank you, our roof mistress. Thank you. Yeah, the Wheel Reads are the best. Better than us for sure. We can only strive. We'll get better. We'll get better. If you guys weren't fucking dark friends, maybe we.
I love those guys over there.
I love them. They are amazing. They're amazing.
Yeah.
I tried to seduce them all during the last conference.
It worked.
It worked. We're gonna be in bed on the show.
We're gonna be in bed on the show together.
They're Ian's a great hugger. So if you ever get to see us at a con, I'm a big hugger. Ian's a big hugger. Josh is a side hugger. Josh likes to do the buddy hug he just will pat you on the shoulder.
So not true.
Just kidding.
Jesus, I made me look so bad on camera.
All right.
Look at that face. Oh.
Okay, well, this has been fun. I'm glad. Fuck you, Dan, for giving me these chapters to do.
You did a great job.
Woo!
Yeah, Ryan, way to do your job.
Right. If you build it, they will come. And then I built it, and everyone is coming weekly. It's great.
We came.
Again.
I came. We saw. We came.
All right, everyone. Read and fuck off.